hot garbage. Was the first
My
guest.
coffee's cold now.
Hot garbage.
Yeah. What do you have to say about this?
Trash.
We actually brought a former member on.
Yeah, right? Yo, what's good?
Oh.
No Outlet interview series.
I literally have a picture of that. So like a microphone in the trash.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the No Outlet Podcast, episode 5.
Cinco.
Good morning.
This is a special episode. This is Who Is No Outlet. You know, we've been around for a minute, but you guys don't really know what we're about. We talk about doing shows. We talk about our past. Last episode, we talked about CDs. That'll come up again, but we probably won't touch on it too much. But I am with the boys today. And they brought me on tour.
We're on freaking tour right now, guys.
And
Where are we on?
World.
Saint, where are we at?
Where are we at, Saint?
We're in Dublin.
Ooh.
Oh yes, yes. They have great
Beer.
Dimes.
alcohol.
Got,
But with the alcohol, you need steins.
Yeah.
House. You drink alcohol.
Steins.
We're steined out.
Yeah,
Yo,
we're fucking stein the
I'm
fuck
fucking
out right
Scott
now.
Steiner right now, dude. fucking Frankenstein over
Yeah,
here,
if you
dude.
do regular mug, you get your
Yeah.
ass beat.
Yeah, for
Bad.
real. Chilled glass? No, this is metal, brother. Or ceramic. I don't know.
I don't know. What any way you want it, and either way, it's a dub.
We're out
Dublin.
here. A Dublin.
So we are just kind of. I think we should just jump into this one. You know, I feel like there's not any like hot topics we gotta hit. It's all just like timeline. So first off, we'll talk about the.
You got your notebooks out?
yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be on the fucking test.
This is gonna be crazy.
No hot topic, but this is gonna be
I'll try to create
spicy.
some
It's gonna be pretty spicy.
imagery to put at the bottom in the post. So first thing we're gonna do is we started. Well, I wasn't part of it, but there was a group called AZMP, and I can't talk about the conception of that because I was not there for that. So do you guys want to touch on that?
We were but little lads.
Mm-hmm.
I think Angel was like 16. How old are you?
I don't know. A lot of that time is a blur. Like, dog, I don't
was a
remember
blur.
last year.
We
Like,
were young, and Saint was the oldest one. He was the coolest.
Yeah,
is.
but still young though.
Still young at heart. But now we all just.
I think your cardiologist would say the opposite.
That was fucked up. He's always so young at heart.
At heart. Fuck. So
I'm
sad.
like 2 years behind you.
Still at heart. Still at heart.
Anyways, yeah.
No, I have a still heart, is what I'm saying.
So everyone,
So get that check.
everyone was
The
young.
EKG cast.
Yo, I just got that done recently too.
I got
That's
irregular
fucking crazy,
heartbeats, fam.
And the doctor said it was okay. He said you have a heart of a horse.
The doctor said I was young. Okay.
I just have to stay away.
I don't know if you
from
meant hung or young.
I like to think he said hung.
Biometrically, I'm a fucking minor, so watch how you talk to me.
I'm a fucking main right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was funny. Last time I went to a cardiologist, the guy was like, "Do you smoke?" I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Stop."
Literally. Well, they're so against nicotine.
I was like, "No," and I went outside and smoked. I was like, what the
That's
fuck?
crazy. That's crazy advice.
Yeah, I was like,
Said I had a young heart. I just got to stay away from nicotine, bacon, stress.
yeah, they're like steer away from nicotine. Like
Yeah.
it's the number 1 killer in America or something. Like
he might as well just said, "Do you have fun?" Don't like, fuck you, doctor
you have
nerd.
stress.
But
Well,
it's
deal with
blueberry.
it.
It's blueberry.
It's
though.
blueberry, dude. Come on,
Filters out the addictive shit.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I get tired of that flavor. I can just get another.
Just get another one, bro. In 2 weeks, I'll be fine.
in the office. I'm good, bro.
Nurse comes in. What's up, doc? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah, you see those posters in the walls? It's like hanging there, has a little cat hanging in there. They just have like fucking stress. Deal with it. But they just fucking tell us like,
Stress.
don't do this, don't do that. Like, how the fuck you want me to deal with the
Oh my
stress
God.
and doc?
Fuck, bro. Exactly.
Yeah.
A hobby? Hobbies are stressful.
Hobbies are stressful.
Going back into the story, hobbies are fucking stressful.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we started
But
off.
yeah, no, it was like a family thing, you know. So like older uncles and stuff, they were in the scene before, and they were doing shows opening for like Bone Thugs and shit like that,
Yeah.
and like doing their own shows, and they always had like the home studio and shit, so we would just like creep up in there and just like watch, you know what I mean? And just be like, how is the sausage really made?
I
You
remember,
know?
Yeah.
I used to remember writing lyrics down and then just placing them in his room, in my uncle's room, and he'd be like, "What's this?" He's like, "These raps." And I was like, "Oh, I left that here. That's crazy.
That's
What-
embarrassing.
What did you think about it?" Like that shit. I used to do that shit.
Well, since you asked,
You know, yes, I have been.
since you
dabbling.
asked, this motherfuckers, son of a bitch.
That's great. That's
I don't know if the uncle had the studio or if we got the stuff.
It was like more like a cousins that had the home studio.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then we ended up getting our own stuff.
and like year or two, like
Yeah,
years later,
way
we
down the
had-
line.
Yeah,
Because Saint came up to
Okay.
me and was like, "Yo, I've been like filming myself rapping in my Razr cell phone.
Sick.
I think
Hard.
You remember that shit?
yeah,
You used to
Yeah.
film yourself rapping Drake lyrics
yeah. Well, fuck, like.
a long time ago.
Yeah, it was everything was just a blur. Like I just started rapping and started writing down raps, and up until like my oldest brother Robert fucking made up a studio at his home studio, started putting everything together, and then started inviting me, and then we ended up going too,
They used to
and that's
be me.
basically where it almost started. Like
And then
And that was like
Nice.
grimy home studio, like mattress pads,
matching like the yellow
fucking
pads.
Yeah.
socks on top of the fucking microphone.
I'll send a
and,
photo. I'm gonna see if I can find the photo.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I
Hell
think I
yeah.
still have it.
and then like
I think
we-
they're memories.
and then most of the
Yeah.
time we were just like taking pictures in the fucking studio in
like
the
mad
booth
pictures
and not even rapping.
yeah, there's photos
Yeah.
of us in front of the mic and stuff like that instead of actual songs recorded.
Yeah, and
We did it.
That's a vibe.
and
That's
it was
a vibe.
and it was just like it's so funny because it was like an apartment, so with other people in the house, so we'd just be like pacing the living room, just being like, and then somebody would come in and be like, "Hey, can you turn it down a little bit?" And then we'd be like, "Yeah, we got you, yeah, we'll turn it down. It's kind of loud. It's like 3 a.m, and then we go, "The fuck is their problem?" You know what I mean? We're living our dream
like, we
here,
stay
dude.
locked in. Like we're always
Yeah.
locked in. We give a
I'm
fuck.
trying to make it out of here.
I'm just trying to get out of
Yeah.
here, brother. But yeah,
Saint would invite me, and then I would hang out and stuff like that. And then there came a time where Angel was hanging out with us.
yeah. Then I started coming around, and I was like,
He's like, "I want to dabble."
I could try.
I still remember your
Dope.
first verse I heard
Yeah,
from you.
it was and then it was like the
Rap
beats,
it.
It was like, and then and it was
It's like
mostly just
Alvin.
like it was remixes to like popular songs.
Yeah.
like that's you know
That's all we
everybody
did,
starts,
huh?
you know,
Like we
before you
did
get
Mercy.
beats.
We did what's that one song? Who did that one song? Click.
Yeah, Click was the
Click.
big
Yeah,
one.
good music.
We did that
Quick,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we started fucking like dropping on SoundCloud, and then people locally would be like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is
That's
this
great.
shit?
So what
Like,
is
That's
it?
great.
What
Literally
the
any
fuck?
beat we found or anything that we thought was funny, and we would just start
Yeah.
doing it.
And then
Yeah.
like freestyle sessions, like at the end of the night, you know what I mean? Cut a beat on, everybody hot jumps in and out of the booth, like
Hell yeah.
go for as long as you can, loop the beat.
Hell
It was
yeah.
all just for fun. We didn't really have
Yeah,
any goals.
we
Yeah,
had
really.
we were stocked up with throwaways. Like
yeah,
it
we had
was
so many
so many songs. Like
on an old like gateway like fucking computer that would freeze and the latency was all fucked up, and you know we
yeah.
if we didn't save it, it was
We didn't save
yeah we
not
didn't
one.
save shit, man.
Because we were on the demo of Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
weren't we?
I think we ended up getting like we ended up upgrading the studio, which means like we got a
Mhm.
cracked version. But yeah, for a while we had the demo, so we had to like cut the song. Like this has to get done today because I can't
Yeah.
save it and open it again.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the vibe then, and then
And we just started posting on SoundCloud a lot. And then
Yeah.
we started.
and that's when like our mutuals like and shit because I went to school with him, and he'd be
it
like,
was like
"Yo,
more your mutuals. Huh?
Yeah, it was my
Adro
mutual.
and you and
yeah." So then Andrew was like, "Yo, like you guys are rapping over like industry beats, for lack of a better term. My boy makes beats. Like maybe y'all should link up."
Oh,
And I
I
was-
see. Okay.
Yeah, and then Andrew was like, "Well, I make beats too, but not as good as him." So
Yeah.
that's when we linked up, and introduced me to him, to you, to everybody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I was like, "Dude, this is like Avengers before Avengers." You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it was
Like,
crazy. Were you
Yeah.
there when we went backyard trailer? That's when we all first met.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I was there that day because I think I met on like a second day because I remember. Are we name dropping?
We can,
Just said name
let's just do it. and then
And see how it
if
sounds.
it's too much in the edit, we can.
I'll just cut.
Yeah,
the
we'll
name.
cut the name or just put something.
Just
Put
bleep it.
Brian over.
Yeah, put Brian.
Okay,
Everybody's
I
Brian.
won't
Brian.
put government names. I'll just put
Rapper names.
rapper names.
Oh, okay, true.
Okay, cool.
Okay. OTM then invited. I was recording a diss track, and we had a bunch of people doing it.
Yeah.
And then he invited you, and then that was my first time I met you.
That's when we were performing on 4th.
Under the
Under the
bridge.
bridge, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah.
so
That's
we-
where we all first met.
That's
Okay.
where
Yeah,
on
so
that.
we had all
Okay.
linked up for
Yes, I remember now.
3 months, but like just in a group chat. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we had
yeah,
never
yeah,
met
yeah.
in person until like our first performance. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Okay, yeah.
And all it was just us under the bridge with the nice lights and just a bucket in front of us.
And speaker.
Fucking
and
speakers.
sick.
It was so
Great
sick.
I remember
time.
that.
I remember that though. I remember meeting you. I was like, holy shit, because I think you had already dropped that project.
Oh, melancholy.
Yeah, dropped
Melancholy is such a
Melancholy.
good
So I
fucking
listened
project.
to it and I was like, damn, this dude's like, this guy's got some shit. You know what I mean? I was like, this is gonna be a dope link up. Like,
I had lyrics but no rhythm. That's what I was back then.
see, and we were the opposite. We had mad rhythm, but like our lyrics were like Taiwan, Baiwan, you know, cat, hat, sack, rap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think back then, because you had that project, it was out there, and you fucking have everything put together.
Yeah.
Like that was like his big advantage. Like he always has one setup. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this
Yeah,
fucking this
exactly.
project is
We
so
had, like,
fucking
that one
nice.
song that
yeah, we
never-
had one song.
You did. We showed one song.
The one that we like put effort and tried to like mix and like master it and shit. Like it was,
Like
it
we
was,
should show him this song, and then
Yeah,
you're
it
like, no, wait, hold, wait, what about this one?
yeah, right.
This one.
It's like this guy makes good tracks, but we can make a song. Like that was crazy. Like and
Yeah.
it was such like that's how I always saw it. I was like, these guys got like, like they're like poetic.
Yeah. Yep. That was my old name.
Like they got good lyrics. Like if we can help them swag out,
Yeah.
and you know they can help us be more lyrical with the shit. You know what I mean?
More substance.
It's gonna be fucking crazy. Like this is like a crazy link up.
Mind
Yeah.
you, there was like 12 of us.
Yeah,
It
there
started
was-
off with like 12 people.
It was like
Oh yeah, I had the members written down.
shout out.
So you guys were the founding members.
So there was like 4 of us.
Yeah. And then I was added. I was Poetic Incline then.
So that's 4 or 5.
OTM.
OTM.
Our homie named Ace.
Mm-hmm.
DJ SE. Edgar. And Damien.
That's 10. That's 10 people.
so many people in this group.
10
And
of
like,
us.
and it was weird because it
That
was
was
a
a
mix
squad.
of like rappers,
Yeah.
mix of producers, mix of like graphic design. Like it was like Brockhampton almost
Brockhampton
like,
before Brockhampton.
It really was.
and it was crazy. But the thing was, we just didn't have like anything. You know what I mean? We had people, but we didn't have like a direction. We didn't have a sound yet.
We
were
didn't.
just
yeah.
I think that was the thing. We never established that. Like with groups, they had leaders and then side people. We were just a bunch of dudes.
yeah.
And I remember having a lot of late night like sessions, and then at the end of the session, it'd be like, so like, what do we even call
Yeah.
this group, or what do we call like a project? Like,
What are we?
That was the
Yeah.
one thing I did not like about it. It was like we could have thought of a new name, but we went with the old name that we thought
Right.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
You know, we didn't have anything. We were just like,
Did
I
we even
remember-
talked about it? Huh?
Yeah, I remember bringing that up a lot. I was like, well, we have this, but you know, what we're doing is new. Like, let's think
Yeah.
of something else.
Well, the
And
name
I think
didn't
we
mean-
had a few, but we were like, we couldn't cook. And
Yeah,
then,
it didn't. It
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
concrete nothing.
yeah,
Like,
and then everybody was just like, "Well, EZMP kind of rolls off the tongue," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
but
Like,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then it comes to like when people are like, so what does it mean? And it's like, there's some stupid.
Oh,
thing
yeah,
about
and it-
like,
and it was like a, you know, we were young, we were like, you know what I mean? So what it was Arizona Money Productions.
Yep.
we were like, yes.
Which
I was
is
like,
so
We were-
of the
it was,
time.
It was like
Yeah.
kind of like leaning towards music production, but it was just like, oh, money. It's like more like, well, fuck it, you know? Like,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
you know what I
Fuck
mean?
it.
Like,
Fuck it. And then
it works both.
It was
Arizona
funny
Money
too.
In a way.
Productions.
Because anytime anybody asked us, they're like, "So what does AZMP mean?" We'd be like,
Yeah.
we'd be like Arizona
Yeah,
Media
dude.
Productions."
I hated
We'd
that,
be
yeah.
like, "The M is interchangeable. It's media, music."
It was so
monkeys."
shitty to explain.
It was
was
just
bad,
a
dude.
dot. Like, I didn't want to
Yeah.
fucking come out.
It was
like,
so fucking funny, dude.
rough.
But yeah, then we got everybody in, and it was like 12, 11 of us at one point, and
Yeah.
the
It was-
sessions were so nice though, man. Like having everybody there, like, you know, doing 4s, doing 8s, doing like 16s, and being like, well, you 3 would sound good here, you 4 would be good here. Now let's get all 12 of y'all on like
Yeah,
a 3-minute song.
yeah.
Like,
I think that was one regret. We didn't do at least one track with all of us. You know
True.
what I
I think
mean?
that's
That
all
would have
we
been.
did.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but like even when the new members came in,
Oh,
when they
yeah.
first came in. You
oh, we
know?
did one. We did one with
Was
everybody.
it in it too?
Yeah.
And Ace?
Ace was on there
I know Ace.
when we
Talking
did Oldie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about gold.
I was thinking about Oldie, but yeah, Oldie was like,
Oldie.
God.
I think Erratic Demon.
Yeah, there you go. That
Yeah.
was, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name.
I was trying to remember. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
I think he's the only one that wasn't on there.
Yeah, I think he might have been the only. I think he came in later.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after we had already started some things,
Yeah.
and I remember he was. I don't know if he was a mutual with you.
Through DJSC.
Okay, DJSC
Yeah.
kind of brought everybody
Yeah,
together.
he brought
Yeah,
everybody
literally.
together,
yeah.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
him,
to
by the
him.
way.
Yeah,
Fucking-
seriously.
yeah.
Every time I see him,
Miss you,
I'm
man.
like, damn, I love this man.
Yeah, he's so great, man. He was always like,
he's chill as fuck.
it's always good for a giggle, bro. Like,
Yes.
we're about to have some goofy shit going
Yeah,
on. bro.
exactly.
We used to fucking be a terror in middle school, dude. Like, goddamn, laying in front of the bus screaming rebellion. Like,
Oh my god, that's hard.
we'd be like, rebellion, rebellion, Sue. Like, two retarded boys running around, just like screaming stupid shit. He was like, yeah, I'm a rebel, rebellion, laid in front of the bus. I was like, bro, get up. What are you doing?
Yeah, that
But-
sounds like him.
He was the man. He is
well,
the
if
man.
the guys didn't wreck
Yeah.
havoc, we wouldn't become a whole group, you know?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah. So he linked
absolutely.
everybody together.
And then we just started doing shit.
Yeah, we started doing shit, and we kind of like inherited a lot of stuff, like with that oldie song. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
that wasn't like our,
Right.
thing, but we were like, those are the bros. We got to go to war with them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It was so random too. So like to explain, like oldie
Oh,
as
yeah.
in the Odd Future song, but we turned it into a diss
To
track
a diss track.
for this guy who was
This was like our alt track.
roasting me, and I had already graduated, but then he was like still like talking shit about me afterwards, and so
Weirdo.
we were just like, you know what, build some publicity. we
We're literally like,
and
enough's
we
enough.
just made fun of him, and so
Most of us didn't know anything about him. We were just like,
Yeah, I was like,
who
give me
we-
the cliff notes. Send me the cliff notes.
All
What's
right,
going
bet.
on?
You
So
bet.
fuck with him, you fuck with all of us.
Yeah, for real. We're like, it's like one guy. It's like it was literally a 20v1. Like it was crazy.
It was nuts.
Lo said, I get one phone call, all my cousins will come up right here. Cousin.
Nah, fuck these other vatos, man. Get up, Chucky. Like it's fucking crazy.
I
Fuck with
do-
my familia.
I do want to have an episode where we go over our old lyrics,
No.
but I would love that.
Yeah, I got some stinkers, brother.
But I do want to just say it now, just because we're on the topic. I had done research before. I had dissed this guy,
You researched
and I
his
really,
opponent.
really, really wanted to hurt him because, emotionally, because I thought that would be more devastating. And I was like, I'm gonna look up his Facebook, and I saw like one of the more recent images. I'm such a
Say it.
We were young.
It was a tombstone, and it said "Rest in peace, Grandpa Joe," and it was really sad. And then like his whole family had commented, "I miss him already," and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
That's why your granddad dead.
So I said, my opening line is, "Prepare to get murked by the flow. Afterwards, say hello to Grandpa Joe."
Damn, bro. I was like, you could have made a Willy Wonka reference or did something cute, but
yeah.
no, fuck you and your family.
Yeah, and
But that was crazy though, because it was like, you kind of had to, because it was like, bro, like it's like a
Wouldn't
fucking
stop.
mosquito, like
Yeah.
bothering you, like you
It
weren't.
was a fucking gnat.
this
So you
was
got-
this was year 3 of me
Yeah.
not saying anything. So
Yeah.
it wasn't just like, oh, like he said it a couple months after. Like, no, we went to school together for a long time. We were both rappers. We were both known as the rappers in high school, and he would always be like, oh, well, I'm better than him, and flow wise probably, but lyrically no.
Right.
And so I was like, I just got to put an end to this. And
You boogeymaned out.
yeah.
You dropped Euphoria.
That was crazy though, because all of us were on it, and then I had
Yeah.
said that, and it was just
I think that was like
it was a
test.
while for you guys to come in. On
Yeah.
that.
We came in hard.
Yeah. And we were
No,
like,
it was more like a test for loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
Yeah.
No, it
Was it-
really
it
was.
was,
Yeah,
I know, in a way, like
I was like,
how loyal we are in the fucking group.
it's like fucking The Sopranos. Like that's the man I'm going to hell for. Like,
yeah.
Yo,
I will
deadass.
ride into hell with y'all. Like,
I will follow him in the depths of Babylon.
yeah, I was like, bro, I for him, I inherit the beef. Like, it's crazy.
It was great.
And then it was like a 12-minute song. Like, everybody.
it's so long.
It
Yeah.
was literally oldie. Like, we went that.
Yeah.
Like, it was
we
crazy.
did the whole
It was-
thing.
we just needed an open beat, nothing too crazy,
And
simple.
It was perfect.
The thing that was great about that is like everybody went so different on it. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
could clip out each individual verse and they all sound different from each
Yeah, I
other.
remember with me, I'm trying to stick with that Frank Ocean type of flow.
You kind of had that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
all like, I stuck it in my head. I'm like, let me just do this flow, and it went wild.
It
It
was
was like,
sick.
it fucking fit, dude. I was all
So
like, holy
sick.
shit.
So good.
Fuck this guy, you know?
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know who the fuck you are.
I'll
But
show you our different, unique styles. But in a fucking bad
where have you ever heard these hip hop influences from? Like, it's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
So good.
That track was such a blender. It was crazy.
Yeah.
We just started doing shit like that. Just like
Mhm.
after that, we started being on every song, like all of us.
Yeah.
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 And it was crazy because the songs that we were making as the whole group, they weren't like songs. It was just kind of like everybody was just trying to like bar out. Everybody was trying to like outdo each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It turned
yeah.
competitive. Like,
Yeah.
fuck the song. I'm just gonna rap really, really good. You know what I
A
mean?
lot of rewrites, a lot of somebody just listening to someone's verse and being like, "Oh, okay, you motherfucker."
Certain people did that. Certain people did that. I stuck
It
to
was
my
tight.
guns, bro.
It was a good energy.
But it was a good energy. Just I do miss that of just like having the beat on loop and like 5 heads just being like
Yeah,
just kind
yeah.
of like mumbling.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like a schizophrenic's head. You know what I mean? Like, stop it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
And then they go, yo, run it back. Check this out real quick. And then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like showing each other as
Yep.
we're recording. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool. And then like if you're having like writer's block, you're just being like, fuck, 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 fuck. Everybody's about to record shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
There's
that kind of like
Yeah, that'd be
feet on
me.
the fire is like very
definitely,
nice. Like,
definitely.
we definitely need to have a sesh like that.
And we did do 2 shows. We did the Under the Bridge, or we did 3, I guess, if we count Under the Bridge. But then we did the Hut as our first
official.
official show.
in a Chicago.
That was like a 40-minute set. Like
yeah.
that was like a headlining on 9/11.
It was on.
yeah.
Fucking Saint goes, "Hey yo, moment of silence. Shout out to 9/11." Like it was fucking crazy.
I did that?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
didn't say like shout out 9/11. You were just like, "Yo, shout out to the troops."
yeah.
you know?
Moment of silence.
And I did the whole silence thing?
Yeah, and then we sat there. And
That's
saw
fire.
12 people on stage, 5 people, and there's more people on stage than there was in the crowd.
And they're looking at the ground like,
Yeah, and then we're all looking at the ground, and then we go,
Now jump.
"Drop that shit!"
yo! Yo!
Yeah.
Get your motherfucking hands up!
And we could fill the time because we all had like individual songs, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, that
but
was
we
the
didn't know
thing
how to
then.
make set lists.
Nope.
So it'd be like banger, 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 sad song, sad song.
That's how it was.
Banger,
though.
sad
No
song.
set list. It was just like the producer would just look at the keyboard and be like, "We'll do this one." And then he'd play
Yeah,
the beat,
yeah,
and when the
exactly.
beat would play, he'd be like,
Okay.
"We're doing this
With
song."
this one?
okay.
This was next?
It
All
could
right.
be like a song we
do
just-
not do it like that ever.
No,
Yeah,
please plan it out
like
It's
that.
terrible.
You
And then-
it's just scrolling like, "What song? What song? Oh, this one. All right, we'll do that one." The beat plays.
He's using Serato doing like DJ mixes.
Roulette? Just.
Yeah, and we have to like, oh shit.
And we could
This
be
one.
We'll be off to the side, like wiping our sweat, and you hear the beat play, like, "This song? Okay."
And then there's like 12 of us, 2 microphones. Somebody's off the side, and
Yeah.
it's their song, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and stepping on the wires and hot potatoing, and
We were so new to that.
yeah,
at
it
the
was
time.
so. But we made it work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there was
yeah.
never like a dull moment. There was never like
Mhm.
dead
You
air.
couldn't take
You know
your
what I
eye
mean?
off of it. Not so much as like an eyesore, like, "Oh, this is rough to watch," but it was like, "This is
It was like a
crazy how
beautiful.
they're
It
fucking."
was a beautiful car accident.
It
You
really
see a car
was.
on fire, you go, "Damn, that's fucking crazy."
Exactly.
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
Yeah.
There was
yeah.
a lot going on the stage, so it's just like
Chaotic
so
beauty.
much.
Just
hard not.
chaotic
It's like you,
beauty.
just
Yeah.
can't, you can't miss it. Like, oh shit.
It was so nice, man.
We did Chicago Bar 2, and that was I said, what did I say? Who's shout out to whoever's getting pussy?
Yeah, who's gonna get some pussy tonight?
Yeah, I said that at the end of our set,
Yeah,
which is something you should say at the beginning.
Okay, bye.
yeah. That kind of
Okay,
sounds
bye.
like
Go
an
get pussy.
invitation. Like at
Yeah,
that point, who's
right.
gonna get some pussy? I'm gonna be by the bar.
Who wants some?
That was the first one where we had like our first flyer, wasn't it? We had,
Yeah,
like, a photo
yeah,
and
that
then
one had a
Yeah.
flyer.
We did
on
have
it.
one for the bridge too. I have it saved on my phone.
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was
That's
just a
what we
picture
were-
of the bridge, I think.
Making
Okay.
Facebook events and shit like that. Like interested, not interested, who's going. Our Facebook promotion game was crazy.
It was.
Oh
But
yeah. We
as
were
far as the
really good
official
at-
flyer, yeah, Chicago bar was like
Yeah.
with the border and
we had
everything.
good flyers.
We did.
We had really good
We
flyers.
did. I'll say AZMP 1.0, your family had started it. 2.0 was
All of us.
yeah.
The whole
When we
squad.
all started doing
The
The
that.
whole
mains.
clown car.
And
Like,
then-
So, we were-
mains.
so then we started getting like an actual buzz, like actually like getting some eyes looked at us and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
yeah,
yeah.
we started getting nods. That's when, it really started ramping
We
up.
started seeing like the old heads like start to like be like, oh shit.
Like, who is this name I keep seeing, like, in the bar circuit? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
performing at the hip-hop places, but they're performing at bars.
Bars.
But they're doing hip-hop.
yeah.
So then people started coming out to, like, our other shows, like, at Chicago Bar.
And then
or-
got
That's
to the
great.
point where other people were just like, wait, weren't you at this event or weren't you at this show? And we were like,
Oh,
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
whole time while all of this is happening, we're going to rap shows.
we're just
Yes.
going to rap
yeah,
shows.
we're
Yes.
at rap shows.
We-
So
that's how it was before, even before we were doing. We were just
So
like, let's go see
360
some artists.
365, it was whenever we were together, we were either at a rap show or we were performing at a bar or doing something.
Doing
like-
something.
Even
Yeah.
at the rap
Yeah.
shows, we weren't there to like try to promote or try to talk to people or
No,
try to
we were
rub
just-
elbows. We were there for just the artist. And
Yeah.
see what was
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
And we
The only
loved it.
interaction was like, good shit, dude. That was a really good set. Where can I find your shit?
Literally.
Mhm,
And it
mhm.
wasn't like, oh well, also we're a rap group and
We never
like
mentioned
we did
Never,
today. We
No, hell
never.
no.
I think that's what people liked about us. We never really
Yeah.
said like, you know, we're up and coming rappers too. And we're
If you can find that School of Thought video on Facebook where we're all doing the
Oh,
Yeah, put that in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, hell yeah.
That's why I'm
like,
saying. 'cause
and then
we
look
were
how
the-
like little we were. You know
Oh,
what I
my
mean?
fucking hair was the
Yeah.
you had the
Eber.
bowl. That was bowl
Yeah.
cut, Carlos.
Was not there. Like,
yeah, it was clean
oh
as
man,
fuck.
I was in an Averex shirt that I got at Ross. Like, I was like, that's kind of like hip hop. Like, it's got speakers on it.
And that's what's funny because it was just like we were in the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We were there
Yeah,
in the
we were.
trenches, just going to shows, and then it got to the point where people are like, "These guys that went to every show, now they're doing shows."
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought they were
then-
just fans. I thought they were just people who loved,
We're always in the crowd.
yeah. We were always there.
Yeah.
you know.
And then when shit started like ramping up for us, like then like at the hip hop shows, they'd be like, because at that point we connected through Facebook with all these guys. you know?
Yeah.
So then like on a hip hop show, somebody would drop out and they'd be like, "Hey, you guys rap, right?" And then we'd be like,
yes.
"Yeah,
Yep.
fuck yeah." And then they'd be like, "Well, do you want to open the show?" And we'd be like, "Oh, fuck yeah." And then certain
Mhm.
people from the 12 couldn't make it out, or you know they had prior obligations, or they just weren't feeling it, or whatever the case may be. So then it whittled down to like, what was it, like the 6 of us, right?
Mhm.
Six,
Yes, yeah. So that I would call that 3.0.
For sure.
that was
And
it.
then
That was
Oh.
like
Damn.
that was like the Infinity War era. Like
what I'm saying?
that was the peak for me,
Yeah.
at least. That was like,
Literally the finger snap and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say the first big thing that we did was the Rap Shack. And that was like kind of a pivotal moment where I remember like I'm a rapper. Like this is
Yeah.
like
I have
legit
photos.
now.
I have photos from that set.
Yeah, I remember that rapping it and the crowd actually being like hip hop fans, not just
Yeah.
people at a bar
Right.
drinking and like they're paying attention and listening. I was
Right.
like, we're legit now.
Like this
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
dude, we started the set with nobody in there, and by the end, the whole
Oh.
outside was inside
It was
listening to us.
Fucking
Like
awesome.
that, yeah, that was a
It
big
was
moment.
for C. Ray Walls, wasn't it?
No, this was before that.
Was before that?
I think
Yeah, this was before.
this was before that.
This was like just a local show.
I think it was for Rocky Tirade.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rocky Tirade,
yeah.
I remember that flyer.
Yeah, because Murder D was supposed to be on the
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
shout out Murder D, by the way.
Mhm.
Shout out Rocky Tirade. He's doing a lot for the political stuff in Phoenix.
So yeah,
but
I remember that flyer.
And then that's when people started coming in, and then because like all the rapper, it was kind of like the Comedy Cellar, where like you know big comedians would just drop in or whatever and just do
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So the bigger rap artists in Tucson would just show up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they would just watch shows and shit. So when we got off stage, they were like, "Yo, that was cool. Like that was a really good set. Like welcome to the shit, pretty much."
Yeah.
So that kind of put our head, like our name in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
that's definitely started the
foot was
fire
in
in the
the door.
furnace. Like it
yeah,
started the
man.
whole
So
thing.
now we're in.
And
you know what I
still,
mean?
still by then we had not had a project.
No,
we didn't.
We
We
had
never-
like our own songs still,
It was a
and
mix.
like I think maybe we had. Did we even have one song
He
for
had
the?
one or two songs.
We had that's when we just started collabing with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when we were like,
Yeah.
you 2 over here, you 3 over here, you 4 over here. You
And
know,
I
there was
think-
not one where all of us were on it.
I think that moment where it got more serious is like part of where we saw everybody kind of like leave it a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
for
then
sure.
we're like, this is gonna become more consistent, more time consuming.
Yeah.
I think, it turned from like a hobby to like a big passion project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we like wanted to see it to the end.
And I think our motivation for making songs wasn't even for like a project, or I think we were
Yeah.
making songs for shows.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because at a certain point we were performing like every other week, like
Mhm.
at different venues. We were out there, you know what I mean? And
for sure.
we're performing a lot, so we were like, well, we don't want to keep giving them the same set. Let's
Switch it up.
let's start making more songs for.
And we did a lot of
Shows.
fucking songs.
We had a lot of songs, man. We had some good ones.
Dude, we
Like-
did the Rap Shack like what 3 or I know we went a lot, but
Yeah.
we performed at it twice.
We
right?
performed twice, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know
And there was a
that-
beat set that OTM did that we.
Oh yeah, OTM did a lot of beat
that's what I'm
sets,
thinking
yeah.
of. Yeah,
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 That's
yeah.
what it is.
And then we started doing all these shows. You guys maybe can help me out a little bit. Did we do a Soul Studios show before we met HP, or did we meet HP
We met him at the show.
At the show.
at the
It's like
show?
during-
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
during.
At the
Okay.
show.
During
Yeah,
the
that's
set.
what I remember too. And so I remember shortly after that, like
It was the next like week.
he had like mentioned like, I'm interested if you guys are. Having
Oh, that was at the show.
Oh yeah, that was
at the show. It was
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
show.
Like the first show, or was a couple more shows after that?
The first
The
show.
First
Oh,
show.
okay.
First
Yeah,
one.
because then he had a cipher drop after that.
Yeah.
And then we were
You
like,
gotta go film it.
oh, this is the new member.
Yeah.
Check out his cipher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. And I would say that was 4.0, where like all the old people that had left
Yeah.
were no longer part of it.
Uh-huh.
It was us, 4,
Five.
It was us,
OTM,
OTM,
and HP.
and HP. There's
Yeah.
six
So
of
once
us.
we started getting more and more like,
So it went from 10 to 6.
10 to 6,
Yeah.
yeah.
so once we started getting more eyes on us and we started getting more
That-
shows,
yeah.
we did like, I mean, we went on tour, technically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I had that on here too. That like we were doing show. Once HP joined, he was also like had done shows a lot too,
Yeah.
and he was growing at a faster rate than us. And so when we brought him on, then we
Yeah.
had like a show every other week.
That's when it was like.
That's when we
It
were
was
actually
popping, popping.
Yeah,
He brought that song aspect to the tracks because he was
Yeah,
able to
he was a good
hooks.
musician. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He was a great
Musician,
musician.
like,
yeah.
we were-
Yes.
He could sing. He can fucking make a hook. He can do the raspy shit, melodies, scream. You know what I mean?
The
Like-
structure too of knowing a song and what it needs was
Yeah.
like
He was on point.
He's so good at that.
That's
Yeah.
where I first learned the concept of like, yeah, you can be on the song, but not necessarily should you be. It's like, what can you add to it rather than just
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's when we were like, that was like steel sharpening steel. Like that was like, oh, we're not making tracks anymore. We're making songs. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
Yeah.
yes.
With the structure, verse, chorus, verse, bridge, all this shit. Like that's when we were like, locked the fuck in, dude. And we were like, every week, yo, Sunday, come through. I'm gonna be there at 5 a.m. Pull up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And not all the members had to be there to do like a 15.
Oh, exactly.
You know, like
yeah.
we could just do a 12, but then like have a lot of filler
yeah.
at the beginning and end and shit. So
Like,
Yeah.
we didn't all need to write 16s, you know? Like we could just be like,
Yeah.
you be verse, I'll do the fucking hook, I'll do ad libs or backup vocals.
That was crazy,
Yeah.
man. That's when we were really like just getting after it, dude. Like that was a good era too.
Doing
Yeah.
shows after we just did a show.
Oh yeah, like we did a show like way in like Marana, and then we had to come. Then
Oh,
we
I
had to
remember
go,
that.
Like, all
Way
the
the
way to
fuck
the
out
east
there.
side because somebody dropped out.
yeah,
like, that was crazy. And by the end of the night, we're like, "That shit was dope." Like,
Fucking voices shot.
can we fucking hit a drive-through, please? I'm fucking starving. Like,
I don't know if it was me, but I felt like the community was growing too. Like everybody was opening up like stages. Even
Oh,
the
yeah.
one in Marana, like we never heard about this, and they're saying that, oh, we just opened up.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
And we were requested.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, dude, we were
part of it.
called for
Yeah.
it.
They hit us
Yeah.
up and they're like, "Yo, like, come burn this
Unannounced.
shit
Shout out-
out."
shout out to
That's when we
Unannounced,
started
man.
flipping and started noticing like, yo, we're a name.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people
Calling
are
us
familiar.
instead of us being like, yeah, we perform.
Can we perform here? Like, we never asked.
We
We
never.
never
We never
asked
asked.
us.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
when we knew like we're doing something.
I think we
right.
might have asked once, like not even ask, just be like, yo, if you got anything, we're
Yeah.
open. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that was the
yeah.
extent
And it just
of
started. That just popped off
and then
right
it just
then and
fucking,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, you fucked up. So we're gonna call you. You know?
And they did.
Yeah, I noticed we started not opening. We were more like
We're middling.
middling.
We're
yeah.
not main. We're not the main event, but we're
I don't think we
Yeah.
ever were main event,
No.
but to be
We're
fair,
close.
like a lot of people that were main event were usually the
I
ones
feel like we're always getting
running
closer.
it.
yeah.
So
it was
like
their
they
show.
deserved it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
close
for
to
sure.
years. Like, we
Yeah.
were the first, and the next thing they went to the second, and then we got third, and then it was either like an art act before the main event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like Sang said, we were getting a little closer to like.
We were inching. We were like right there
yeah.
to the point where we would be in the crowd for the opener and be like, yeah, dude, like
Did
this is
we,
fucking crazy. Like what the fuck?
Did we request to get on the hip hop festival, or did they hit us up?
They hit. Well, you have to put a submission.
The
in.
submission
Yeah,
in
yeah,
with the
yeah.
website.
Yeah.
They started
Yeah.
saying links out, and then
Oh, we did as AZMP, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, dude, I
Uh,
forgot about that.
Let me.
That was our Coachella. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
Yes,
the Tucson
That
Hip Hop
was
Festival.
our what is it? Rolling. What the fuck?
It was our Bonnaroo. It was Live Aid.
It was our Rolling
Yeah.
Loud. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
You're
saying?
rolling loud.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
That
tight.
was our big.
it was
moment.
fun as
The
fuck.
Tucson Hip Hop Festival, the first one.
The,
Yeah.
the very
We were-
first
we
one,
were there.
17.
Sick, dude. What time are we doing it? 12 p.m.
We were there, what,
He
like
said-
crack of dawn, had it open at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and shit.
Early.
Yeah.
That was sick, and that was still the 4.0. So it was the 6 of us, and we were just,
Yes.
ooh, we were locked in,
We
dude.
were. This was the golden era of
Yeah.
ACMP. Because
Yeah.
not only that, I started the first solo project, and then that was such a great idea to like release one every
Yeah.
like month of the year, basically.
We
that
had it like
could.
quarterly, like every 3
That was
months.
the
Yeah,
first
every
thing
3
we ever,
months,
like,
yeah.
we kind of planned that out. Like, you're gonna be the first solo, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna drop your tape,
yeah,
and then your tape, and then my tape.
I think the
the
plan was for
kaput.
everybody.
Still on the way.
Yeah.
Dirt
It's
tape.
still on the way.
Yeah, I
Wait
dropped
on
the
it.
beat tape before you dropped.
Yeah, he dropped like 3 tapes, man.
We're dropping beats and shit.
I make a lot of projects.
He does.
No,
Yeah, that was the
The
plan. It was
Project
for,
King, man.
for everybody to drop a solo track, and then at the end of the year would be the group project.
Yes. Yeah. That
But
was great.
That was great. I got a tape. You got a tape. Saints fucking tape.
Yeah.
That's when it starts getting a little rocky.
Yeah, that's when it got real.
Funniest
Yeah.
thing happened.
Well, before you say that, the funny thing, bring up the solo projects. I remember when Pike, shout out to Pike Romero, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out Pike.
Rap Dad.
When he was
Rap
telling us
Dad.
like we're just seeing collabs, you know, like group songs. Like we should do like solo projects.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of sparked us doing solo projects too.
Yeah,
in a way, you know?
yeah.
I don't remember.
I remember that.
I don't remember what era we were in when he said this, but it just burned in my fucking brain. It makes me laugh. He goes, "Yo, not everybody needs to be on every song."
Yeah, exactly.
I did too. That was at the Rap Shack.
Yeah, and I was like,
We were like, you guys are good. It's just you don't. All y'all need to be.
Yeah,
on the song.
"We don't need 6-minute songs,
And we-
brother." And this was in the era where
What do you mean? We're a fucking group. You're a I would never, ever be without my boys. So you hate us, is what you're saying.
put on oldie.
Oldie Part 2. Let's go.
Is that Monsters? Is that a Monsters? Don't you ever.
Ever.
He said,
Boy gets what he wants.
Boy scared the fuck out of me
Boy
though.
gets what he wants.
That's a scary
great.
boy, man.
but
Oh my
fuck,
God.
yeah, that was crazy. Then that's when we started. Like, we took that advice.
It was
and we were,
good
like, trying
advice.
to.
It hurt. It didn't hurt. It was just like the fuck.
That was the first, like, any, like, not even negative, but like anything that was like combating what we were
Critical
doing.
ass
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah.
We're like, what? No, fuck you. Like, and then we're like, no, it makes sense because it was in the era where like songs started getting shorter. Like Bones had came out and he was only doing
Suicide
like
Yeah,
a minute
yeah.
40
2-minute
songs.
songs.
Yeah, so we were like, yeah, maybe we should cut the fat.
Yo,
a
he
little
has
bit.
he
And
has
those were our
Suicide Boys
idols.
at the Rap Shack too. Which is-
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember.
That ended the Rap Shack.
Yeah, that-
I remember they took a picture and they're like, "Look at all these fucking Xanax on the floor."
broken drumsticks, water bottles, and Xanax. All over the
yeah.
they were like, fucking burn this bitch down.
Yeah.
floor. Destroy this place.
That was so
Dude was
bad.
like, this is my fucking house.
Dude, I know.
No.
Everybody get out. R.I.P.
Please-
the Scratch
please
Shack, man. That
relax,
shit was
guys.
crazy.
Suicide Boys, just relax.
I remember that.
Relax.
We were just like, who's Suicide Boys? And Pike was just like, some SoundCloud rappers. I don't know. I was like, damn.
And they're like, burn it down.
No, I remember I was like, I don't know who the Suicide Boys are, but they're assholes.
Yeah, right? No, literally.
And then you heard their new shit, and you're like, "Oh, these were these guys."
Yeah.
I guess they're cool.
And then we saw them at the Rialto a year later, and we're like, "Yo, fuck, that's crazy! You guys killed my home."
You guys are still here.
And then they're on stage like, "Yo, last year we performed at some bullshit ass fucking." And I was like,
Oh
They said
my!
that shit.
They did.
They were just like, "Man, y'all are great. This is our second time being here. The first time we weren't nothing. Played at some bullshit with some fucking dumb names." I was like, "Damn."
Wow.
Fuck.
Wow.
I was all,
Dickheads.
and then they play "Kill Yourself" Part 4, and I'm like,
Leveled up.
yeah. I was like, yo.
I
That was
love
like the
them.
best show I've ever been with, dude.
I'm a fan now.
Me and Peter. I remember dropping acid at that fucking show.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The Suicide Boys.
Yeah,
Suicide Boys was sick.
That shit was sick. The crowd was amazing.
It was
Yeah.
wild. That shit
But
was
yeah,
fire.
we were just doing shows like that, and that was the hip hop festival. Was just our baby.
No, the performing at the hip hop festival was live. It was really cool,
We
man.
met a lot of new artists and actually introducing ourselves. That's when we had to stop being like, "What's up? I'm Mike. What's up? I'm Dirt."
Yeah, this is my rap name.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I filmed a video that day.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you
Yeah, I
had-
shot it. Yeah.
You shot it. Yeah.
that was very, and we had all the rappers on
Yo,
there.
we had like that was like our fucking like
yeah.
Yeah.
scenes in the video. They fucked with us, dude.
Yeah. Incline video, I was in the back. Like, yeah.
Dead ass.
Video,
I was in the back.
back.
Yeah, that was clean.
we met FaZe that day.
Yeah.
And I remember they came up to me and they were like, "I really like your verse on I'm On," which is a fucking great song.
Yeah, I still go back and spin it every now and then.
It's
Me too.
really good. Yeah.
That song was like, that was like us in a song. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? Like
That's
that
a
was.
song.
That's like, let's get it started. That song.
Yeah,
You know?
for real.
That was a fucking jam. Like,
It
was our
really
hit.
was.
That's the trailer.
That was our hit, and that was like the crowd shaker, like for the live
Oh,
performance.
yeah.
I loved whenever you just hear that first instrumental.
That
Just just the first key,
yeah.
and then everyone going nuts. It felt like Kanye, dude, when he was
Yeah.
playing.
Oh, yeah.
Runaway.
run away with the
He was
piano.
like, ding.
Because I remember people would like come in just the mosh to it.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is that
Dude,
beat,
Starting
dude?"
the
Yeah.
mosh pit with that song was like I fucking felt like Michael Jackson in the Billie Jean video, just walking on the light up square.
Yeah. the beat's like, I earned this.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we're like walking on sunshine. Like it's fucking crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't it feel good?
Nah, that was like, and then at that point we were like actually making set lists, and we
Oh,
were
yeah.
like, oh well, this song can bleed into this, and we were doing like little theatrics, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like everybody kind of like
Everyone does
this,
this,
or you know what I mean? And it was all coordinated, but we didn't really speak about it. It just like it just happened
Yeah,
naturally. It was very
yeah.
nice,
It did, yeah.
very cool.
And then one last thing that from that golden era, we had done like 3 shows in 1 week, and it was with the rap band.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
really,
Rap Van
really
was, like,
great time.
So good, dude.
There's
Yeah,
a
like
lot.
our
There's a lot of controversy around
First tour.
the rap band.
There's
Yeah.
controversy around it, but I will say for us though, at that time, it was like a moment that was like we saw the rap band. It was at the Tucson Hip Hop Festival. We wanted to be part of it, but how the hell are you gonna fit
All of us.
all of us
Yeah.
6 guys in there and expect an
did.
audience?
Yeah.
And we fucking did it.
Yeah.
So the concept of the rap van was it was a van that was loaded up with like a rapper and a bunch of like
Seats are gutted.
what kind of van was it? Like a sprint, not a sprinter van, but like an Econoline, kind of just like a
Utility
Yeah,
van.
kinda.
a utility van, yeah. And it's just the
No
artist
windows.
and a bunch of people inside of the van, and the artist performs a set, and you just drive around. And you
Yeah.
fucking bend corners, whoa, like, and then you just, it's a show on wheels.
Yeah,
Yep.
really cool concept.
Cool concept. And we fucking hitched a ride to Phoenix in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That was the
And
funnest
yeah, it was fucking dope, man.
It was
And
great.
It was fun.
That was like the first shot of like,
we were doing collab albums with other artists and shit like that. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that was peak, man. That was
that was
it was
hella
real peak. Shout out to Aeon, shout out Zolo.
And this next part is where things start to fall off a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
Before we get into that, Can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's where we started to see like some animosity between each other, specifically between HP and OTM.
Yeah.
There was like some pettiness that started off first with like just aggressiveness and not knowing where like each other stand on things and disagreements, but just being like, okay. Yeah, that's kind of how I remember it.
And just never wanting to like find any kind of middle ground between the two of them.
Ever.
It was just like, well, if you're not drinking 13 beers with me, I assume you're drinking 13 beers against me.
Yes.
Like that was the vibe. It was always like, and then it put us in a weird spot to like pick sides, and like we just don't do that.
I
you
tried
know,
hearing both sides.
Yeah.
Like, I heard
Yeah.
both sides. Then
you hear both sides and you go, this is dumb.
I think you guys are just overthinking it.
Yeah.
But how do
always
you-
mitigating.
but
Like,
how do
we're
you-
always mitigating.
But
no
how do
matter
you tell
what.
somebody who's like not fragile, but it's like you know how their state is. and
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
This is gonna come off like this when I'm not trying to.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a lot. A lot of it was just balancing like tone and just like making sure everybody was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we didn't give a shit, we wouldn't even put the effort in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was
Absolutely.
like towards the end, it was just like, guys, like look at what we're doing, bro. Like this is cool. Like we're doing some cool shit. Like why do we have to? Why is it my way or the highway on either side?
Yeah.
I just want to do some cool stuff with my friends.
And then
Like
it tried to
Yeah.
be like that. It was like, all right, cool. I guess I'm crazy.
yeah. Oh, I guess I'm a fucking asshole then.
And then
And it's like
we tried to like bury it, but then it turned into
Yeah.
like
We put so much effort trying to talk it out, and you know
accusations of like sneak dissing and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
that was crazy.
that was crazy.
That was the hardest part.
because it's like, bro, we all rap like this.
Yeah.
We've been rapping
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So why would you assume?
I think that felt like it's out of the blue because we didn't even get that energy whatsoever. You know what I
No,
mean? We didn't assume
never.
that ever,
Yeah.
like from anybody.
And even when somebody mentioned it, we were like, nah, dude, come on. And
Yeah.
it kind of got them to be like, he's with them.
Yep.
He's
Right.
part of it.
Yep.
And it's like we
And
wouldn't
two, Brute?
we wouldn't have you around to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
obviously we're gonna
Yeah.
fuck with you, but like on some ribbon shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's what boys
'Cause
do.
I would hang out with HP all day, all the time. We were like best brothers. We're brothers. So that's why when I even felt upset when I was hearing what he was going through, and I was like, I almost wanted to go to OTM and be like, is this what you're doing, man?
Yeah, like
But something inside me did want to believe it, but then didn't. You know, I don't know how to.
I was the
explain
same
it.
way.
You
I mean,
know?
I did ask. And
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh, you did?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, we just put an end to it. Just say you don't.
You did or
That
didn't.
was- I
Don't,
think
yeah.
that's- I think that's what fucked it up. He never himself said, "Bro, I'm not doing that." It took us to convince him.
To
So I can
say-
see where
HP's
he's
coming
coming
from.
from. Where being like, well, why
Yeah.
doesn't he say for
Yeah, why
himself?
does
The
he-
reinsurance.
Yeah.
Why is he telling you to tell me?
and his personality type too was always just like, not even like I don't even worry about it, bro. Like it'll be alright, it'll blow over.
Yeah, yeah.
And shit just builds.
Never
bro. Like,
confronting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
I ain't even tripping about it, bro.
they're
Like
tripping.
And so that speculation on both sides
yeah,
led to significant others getting involved too.
that was crazy.
And that started like blowing up the whole thing to the point where we had to like literally have a meeting.
Because they
And-
would always be with them. They would always bring their ladies, and that's not like a rule. Like,
Yeah.
don't bring your lady. Of
No
course,
ladies
you know,
in this. Yeah,
we're
bring
gonna
your lady,
fucking-
bro.
we're gonna
Like
hang out. And
we're
do all that.
buds.
But
Yeah.
in my mind, I was so frustrated that I had no answer or no.
Yeah.
I had no answer or solution, so I just in my head I'm like, then don't bring them.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't say that, you know.
Yeah,
How bad am I trying to tell you? Be like, you can't come. Don't
I-
tell her to show up.
I don't know if anyone offered it, but it like totally would have helped if we were like, let's just record at a neutral spot. But I don't think anyone had that either.
I mean, we
Yeah.
tried.
it was our spot for a while.
I think we tried at your place.
Our spot, yeah.
That was not. Those are like my favorite sessions though. Going to your spot, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
that was
pretty
really
cool. It was
good.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was isolated as fuck, and then it was perfect because there's all of us in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just a
Wasn't-
separate
wasn't too
room.
far
It was,
from everybody.
yeah. And when I opened the door, like in the living room, everybody was chilling
You were,
too. Like,
right
yeah.
there where we were all like,
cracking
living,
beers
you know
and
what I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
And
We
then-
started playing with the fucking massage, the hand shocker thing. Like that was cool. Like it was
Oh,
always
yeah.
antics and shit.
That was great.
But yeah, it was, and then it just became less studio time, less hanging out, more well, what's going on between you guys?
We need to have a sit down.
We need
Yeah.
to have a talk.
That's what fucking scared.
It was like mafia style. Like, we need to have a sit down. We need to hash some shit out. He's a good earner. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
and it was just like, fuck, bro. And then at that point, people started like distancing. You know what I mean?
Oh
And-
yeah.
Reserved, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And then there was a lot of like goofy stuff happening too. Like just like, because we always had a group chat where we would bullshit with each other, and then new group chats were being made. And
Yeah.
without people, and it was like, I never like
Yeah, when
interacted with those. I was like, this is fucking. I'm gonna talk in the other one. Like,
Yeah.
why are we
yeah.
doing
When we
this?
got added to a group chat without you, I think Saint was in it too, and then we were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
What is going on? And then like we would all hang out like nothing happened. I was like, we kind of did keep going after like even that meeting was all nothing.
Yeah, no,
But
it was
then-
just.
and then we still just kept going on and doing shit.
That's so silly.
Yeah, it was. No, it was bad. It was like.
yeah.
It was like after that point, we were all like how we were saying with the studio session. Everybody's
Yeah.
like beats on loop. Everybody's writing, but then everybody's kind of like,
Yeah, yeah. And I do remember too, like I started feeling uninspired because, you know, I had been friends with OTM for a long time, and me and him started rapping together
yeah,
and doing music together. So like when I saw like the change in him of being like, I'm gonna be so petty and not put an end to this, and at the cost of possibly ruining my friendships and this group, then like fuck you guys. And that's what it came off to me, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's not like who you are, dude.
right.
Like, why are you acting this way? And so when
Congrats, you won.
yeah,
Like-
yeah, like what does that even mean? And I remember like all that pettiness because I was like I would vocalize my frustration to him.
Yeah,
That I think that was part of why you guys would start like meeting up without me.
right.
And
And on our side, it was just like, oh, he couldn't make it.
Yeah, where's Los? Oh, you couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it today.
Oh, well,
That's what I kind of thought too.
Yeah.
You know.
And then I already had that kind of like sick feeling with the group chat thing.
yeah,
So like I felt weird like messaging you off to the side. You know what I mean? Like because it was
Yeah,
already in my
yeah.
brain like that's weirdo behavior. You know what I mean?
like that I have to do that at all.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck,
So
bro?
after all that, it was
So
just-
and then at that point it was just like a straight nosedive. Like
Yeah.
into
It wasn't to the
nothing.
point where we actually left the group chat, and you know, Incline left group chat, and then we kind of got together and like, yo, what the fuck's happening? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
And I was like, I think we were just trying to hold on to that 4.0 era. You know what I mean? And we are just
yeah.
like, guys, we're so fucking close. Like, we're all right here, but everybody is just on their own trip. Which
Yeah.
it would have been fine if it was like creatively, I want to do something different.
For real, yeah.
Like, there could have been a healthy way to do that.
Yeah.
nothing to do with the music. It was all just personal shit.
It was all personal
Always,
shit.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
like, you know, it just felt like certain people were like, well, I'm bringing down the ship with me. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
it's like,
yeah, yeah.
and I'm there just like, come on, guys. Like, come on, friends.
It was
Friends,
like,
guys.
It's like Spider-Man in front of the train, just
Literally.
yeah.
Yeah, because I
For
know
real.
there was a moment where our significant others would like get involved, not get involved, but like have their own opinion when they're like together.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we have put a ground rule, be like, oh well, your drama should be like your separate drama. The boys and
Which
the
is
boys to
crazy.
be like, I was like, okay, well, what the fuck, like,
you guys don't
Yeah.
have to be friends, but like you know, without
Yeah.
saying it like that.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
no one asked you to be friends.
Yeah.
we're not, we're
Yeah.
not being fucked up about it.
Yes, yeah.
Like, if you
civilized
guys
as
did,
fuck
that's
would
a
be
plus.
cool.
Even
Yeah,
when
It's a
they,
plus.
when they were friends for a minute. It
Yeah.
was the coolest thing because we were able to do our own things, and then the girls would migrate and do their thing.
Because
Exactly.
how great is it? About 10 minutes into a studio session, everybody's phones are going off. Where are you? What's going on? What the
oh,
fuck?
it's 10
Oh,
o'clock.
shit.
It's 10
Oh,
o'clock.
You
Yeah,
said
it'd
8:30.
be like that.
And then you'd be like, you go.
Crazy.
That was funny
You're
though.
not gonna say a couple more hours, babe.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be like, I love you. I'm about to record. Same would be like, can you pull my? Can I log in on?
Yeah, maybe watching
Can
this,
I
like-
log in on Google on the computer?
Do you
Can I
wanna
just
get-
record off of the computer? I'll send you my lyrics. Can I use your phone? That was.
Answer it. Shit,
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
it.
Yo, I hated that.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, answer it for me. Oh yeah. No, he's in the bathroom right now. I don't know.
That
Probably
was
be like
at
a couple
Phoenix.
hours.
That was
Yeah.
at
oh
Phoenix,
my
bro.
gosh, you're right.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
at Phoenix.
Because the girls made it before us, right? Because we stopped for food and we We had a lot of
Yeah.
stops.
It was
Dude,
bad.
I feel the anxiety all over again.
Yeah,
That was so
it was
traumatic.
crazy.
Dude, there's like 15 of us in that van, and we're fucking sitting on milk crates, and 4 of the guys are just on their phones stressing like, and we're over there like, yo, wouldn't it be funny if we did a Bone Thug thing with auto tune? And then they're like, huh, yeah, no, that'd be funny.
that'd be dope.
No.
Hold on. I'm rapping right now.
All the ladies were like, we showed up like an hour and a half ago.
Where are you?
Yeah.
It's like, we
Yeah.
made stops. We're
He's
doing
like, we lost the van. I don't know where. I don't. He's like, we're over here sitting for what?
Yeah, and there's no good excuse. It's like we pulled over because we saw a boat that was funny and we had to take a picture.
Show the picture right now.
we're doing
Oh, no.
we're doing stupid shit. I'm sorry. I
Fuck
should be an
boats.
adult.
We're
Fuck
filming
boats.
a vlog. We're at a Walgreens right now.
Oh yeah, we're cutting up T-shirts and drawing on them. Like,
How we fucking did
Dirk
that?
has sunglasses on, making funnies to the camera.
Oh my
We're
god.
filming a vlog.
oh fuck. Los is wearing a fucking a British Parliament wig. Like,
We're getting
I was
goofy.
wearing the wig, and I remember talking to Pike about a Whopper in a British accent.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
yeah. Oh, sorry. We had to stop and get 28 Whoppers and a small
And
fry.
a small fry.
Dude.
One fry.
So fucking funny. Like, and then
having the time of our lives.
Yeah.
like, yeah, and we can't fucking. Sorry, babe. Like, we're being idiots right now.
He's like, yeah, good shit, bro. Like, kind of chuckling at the same time. Like, kind of felt like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I kind of think like we're in that one spot before type shit. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We're a little too goofy, you know?
Yeah, I was.
We're
Kinda
just cracking
glad.
jokes, being dumb. That's why they
Yeah.
liked us, because we're just, what you saw on stage is what you got off stage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like, we had energy. My favorite thing from like any performance that we ever did with like whether it was 12 of us or 6 of us or whatever, the next act or the host would come up and be like, it's fucking hot up here. Like, on the stage, we would leave. They'd be like, it's fucking hot. Like, I know, like, you're supposed to like burn it down, but fuck, dude, y'all breathing all hard and shit. Like, Jesus. It's 6 of y'all. Like, chill.
And that was my
fuck.
skinny area, so I was like jumping
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Your
time.
high knees,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Your high knee jumps.
You talking about his high knee?
Your high knee,
High
bro.
knee
His
and
high
high
knees.
knees.
Bro,
Your
your
knee-high
high knee
jumps.
back then.
Dude,
Back
bro.
buns, bro.
Oh, bro, I know.
Glutes,
shit.
bruh.
Yeah, them glutes, brother.
I did.
You were doing hurdle jumps, fam.
Yeah.
Nah, but at the end of the day, it was a fucking dope ass show. It was
Yeah.
a
And
fun
then,
tour. It was.
Once all that started to like crumble down, you know.
Then it just got like real bad, where it was like
Yeah.
social media
We
posts were
tried
being
putting
made.
a band-aid on it, but like, oh, we're fine. We'll just
Move
we'll
on.
just move on.
We'll put it
Leave.
Well, at the
under
first
the rug.
And then people
is
ask,
bad.
just be like, "That's just how the rug is made." Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, fuck, bro, it's always been like that. What do you mean?
the first attempt at it
Peruvian rug.
was we met, and I don't even know why, but like both parties asked me to facilitate it, and I had so much anxiety because I remember we had meetings about like songs, about the albums, and then like everyone would be like, "Yo, Los, like, you got this, right?" I'd be like, "Why?
Yeah, true.
Why do I got this?"
You're good with words.
Yeah, right.
You're the most well spoken, and you seem to have the least anxiety.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'd be like this.
Well,
Bro,
that,
like I'd go nonverbal at the function, like all the time.
I'll be
I'd
stuttering as fuck.
yeah, and I remember like
It's because it wasn't our fight.
exactly,
But
yeah.
it wasn't your fight either. It
Yeah,
was. It
yeah.
was like.
It was none of ours fight. So we had like, how can we have an input on something that's between y'all? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I remember I was like, well, like maybe, you might want to talk first and say your part. And then like OTM's partner would just be like making comments the whole time. And
It's
I'm
not-
like, how are we supposed to get anywhere?
Yeah.
And so then like I would start saying like, oh, maybe we should, and then I just get interrupted and I'm like, why
Why are we here?
am I talking?
What is
like
this?
you guys should just settle this, but you guys need to have this big.
It
has
needs to be a big
meaning.
blowout thing. Like.
And so yeah, that's when they sort of swept it under the rug.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, I remember Jay
Yeah.
came in, and that's when like I really was like, I remember after that meeting, I was like, I'm taking a big step back.
Yeah,
because
for
this
sure.
is not
Yeah.
music
Because
anymore.
in our eyes, it was perceived as like, yo, we're gonna add another member,
yeah,
the guy that we like, and they like
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
and it's gonna help fix everything.
Let's keep adding more people.
Yeah. Hey, you should just have another baby. Yeah. That'll fix everything. Just have another baby.
Come on.
Yep.
We should have a baby. That'll fix
But
us.
babe, we can't.
God. Oh my
real.
God.
Think
Oh
about
my
it. Really think about it.
Holy shit.
It
That's so fucking funny.
That's so real.
Like, it sucks, but like, I love Jay, man. I still do. And
Yeah,
it's like,
Yes,
it's
yes.
funny, and people saw us, they'd be like, "Those guys are really good together."
you know.
And then
Yeah.
like somebody's getting hit at home, you know what I mean? That's what it was. We were like, we masked it super well.
'Cause
We
saw
did.
It was told by us that was like, we're just gonna add a new member, and then it'll put everything back in balance.
Yeah.
When in reality, we replaced you.
Yeah.
It,
yeah.
It was like
yeah.
a cast member from a TV show came out, and there's this new guy. It's Randy from That 70s Show.
Yeah, but they didn't tell. They said,
Ugh.
"Oh, well, he's pursuing bigger projects." That's
And-
what we were told.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I was just like messaging Bobby, like, so what time
Yeah,
do I meet up? Are you guys meeting up? And the chat would be silent.
yeah.
So then I'd be like, did everybody just like fucking call out? Like, what happened? And I'm
we were
guessing.
still waiting for because we're waiting for the answer too.
Yeah.
And my guess is like you guys were probably like in a separate group chat discussing like, oh, I'm about to be home. Yeah, walk in or whatever.
Right, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is fucking weird, bro." Like, it felt gross the whole time. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
yeah. And I know everybody else felt like they were part of it because OTM made them part
Yeah.
of it. And that was like a really big like divisive thing that
Yeah.
split everybody into sections.
It turned clicky.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was like Mean Girls, bro. It was weird.
and most of it too, which I kind of know and kind of don't know at the same time, but I was like told, but I don't know if I was told in spite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like OTM's partner didn't like me, and that's why I wasn't there because I just was like not really allowed to be there.
like at the crib.
yeah,
That's
not
so-
and it was because like I would call them both out and be like, hey, you just like
You're being
there's a big thing happening for all of us,
Yeah.
and it's getting ruined.
right.
And that's also not the right approach either.
Right, no.
Like I shouldn't blame it just on
on them.
them.
But if we are all doing like the work
yes,
and we're not the problem,
yeah,
or if we are, we're trying to figure it out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But but to get stonewalled and then be like, well, get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not fun
yeah.
either. Like
exactly.
and we're young as shit too. Like I turned 21 like during this. I couldn't even get into the shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to wait outside until it was our time to go.
Oh my!
You know what
I
I mean?
remember doing that with you in Phase.
Yeah. Like we couldn't get in. Like
you had like the fat
I had the
X.
X's and shit on my arm, and like
Yep.
I'm not gonna get a drink. I just want to rap.
Yep.
But yeah, we're young as shit, and some people were older than us, and it was like, why are toddlers fixing
Mm-hmm.
having adult conversations?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I started fading out because I think you guys released. I don't even know. It was like you released some song, and Jay was on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a release song, but I remember a link was sent, and I got mad,
Mhm.
and I like cried, and I was like, I think this is it. Like I think I'm done.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to buy my own equipment.
Yeah.
I need to get my own FL, and I need to buy a laptop. And
Yeah.
I was like, once I have all that, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So I got that laptop for Christmas, and that's pretty much when I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what really like, well, I didn't leave quite yet because
No, you were still there. Yeah.
there
Still
was
doing stuff with
there
all
was
this.
one more night. Well, there's 2 more nights,
Yeah.
but one more night before CDs.
Yeah.
That was absolutely shit. That's Clouder Space.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Trauma.
You ever try to run your own show? You ever try to have support and then just get thrown under the fucking bus?
There was no strategists in our team.
No, there.
No healers.
We, but we had people that were healers, but they were like, "I'm gonna go DPS." Like,
It was full DPS.
Yes.
it was 5 DPS, insta lock, no tanks.
We had our own show at a place that's not there no more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called the Flycatcher.
Six spot.
We had our own like.
It was a 6 spot. The flyer was sick. The lineup was sick.
we had-
Everything was.
We had a our name on the fucking
Yeah, our name
outside
was
of
in
the
lights
building.
and shit. Like it was
awesome.
It was
Rock
slated
star
to be
shit.
the coolest shit.
It was a good blueprint, good location, good. It was an all right start.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
But the execution had some left to be desired.
And domino effect from
We
there.
all had our own things going on to the point where we couldn't show up on time. You were there.
Yeah, so the way that like the day was brought up to me, I was like, wait, this is the same day as Conor McGregor versus Floyd
oh shit.
Yeah.
and Mayweather. And so I was like, is that a good day
Right.
to do this? And
Because there's mad bars down here that are playing the fucking fight.
yeah, literally everyone but the one we were
The one we were at,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so I was like thinking like, well, maybe we can make it work. But at the time, just to put in perspective, this was like considered to be one of like the greatest boxing matches with the first time really an MMA fighter that was
Right.
in their prime still.
The biggest anime crossover.
Yeah.
This was like before like the YouTube boxing and shit. So this was the first like spectacle like boxing
Yes,
event.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
UFC fighter versus a trained boxer.
And
and
not-
it's fucking Conor McGregor too,
Conor
and he's
McGregor.
talking shit the whole time. Like
They're both
Yeah, and
shit talkers.
It's so
yeah.
What an era, dude.
he
That was
wasn't
so good.
retired then either. He
Yeah.
was still killing it.
Yeah, he was oh fuck the Mayweathers. Like it was
Yeah.
Canvas.
this shit.
It was so
I'll fucking square ya.
Alpha square go like.
Square goal line.
So that was like happening, and then the day of the show, I like again group chat
Yeah.
issues again.
Yeah.
You know.
No communication.
So
And then at that point, there were so many group chats. We just didn't know what was what or who was like. It was
this might have been scheduled a week out too.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
'Cause-
It was like misinformation, bro. We got fake news.
Yes. And so
Bad.
I was there with OTM and with FaZe,
Uh-huh.
and FaZe was like immediately like, I'm doing sound. And
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I'm performing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess OTM is going to like host the show.
Right.
Because at rap shows, if you don't go to them, usually there's somebody that will come and hype up the next act.
Yeah.
And then hype up any like vendors that are there.
Yeah.
At
And
least.
Yeah. So that way, like, the show's still ongoing, and so you know what's happening next.
Right. There's no dull moments.
Yeah.
There's always something going on.
And they'll tell you, like, now's a good time to go check out the vendor because
Yeah.
we're going to need some time. for
go get a
this next
drink.
act.
Go to the bathroom. Do what you need to
Yeah.
do. Go smoke.
None of that.
Yeah. So that was, like, my job, which I had never done, which I did not sign up to do. And the only reason why I was doing it is because literally you guys, like, did not know
Right.
that the show was happening like then, or you already
Right.
had something then, and then you
Yeah.
had to
Right.
come back, right?
Yeah. We were out of town. We were like
yeah.
we were. We had a fucking like
Yeah.
we had an emergency where we had to go like 2 hours out.
That's so
And we were like-
sick.
On the road.
Yeah, and we were like, "Fuck, bro!" Like,
We're driving up.
yeah, bro. Like, yeah,
to
I'm
pull
on
up.
the way, but on the way is 2 hours out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, bro,
yeah.
like if you can like salvage it or whatever. And I guess there was no communication because we were like, bro, we're gonna be late. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, if you guys can cut our parts out and keep
Yeah,
the show going,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And I guess that never got relayed or
No, what happened is like I think OTN messaged you specifically,
Yeah.
and then was just giving me updates, and then would be like, "Yeah, they're coming. They'll be here to perform," and I'm like, "What?" And then I got mad because I'm like, "How could these guys like not
Right.
show up?" And I'm
Right.
already like on my way out.
yeah,
So
of
I'm
course.
like-
Yeah, no, you're sick. You're sick to your stomach,
I
fam.
was like, "This is happening."
It was bad, bro.
It was
Like,
really bad.
They
Like-
were in Phoenix. I had my own thing going on. I was with somebody that was just terrible.
Yeah,
And it was literally one of those things like, I'm gonna be fucking late.
yeah.
And then it was one of those things like, I'm gonna leave with or without you. And then that's like
Yep.
the whole like, you know, and they just ate up all my fucking time. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm fucking late.
yeah,
You're
it was
barely getting dressed.
it was all bad, dude.
I know you. You're gonna take an hour to get ready. I need to leave now.
Yeah.
That didn't
Yeah.
add to anything with them being late too. So I was just like,
Yeah.
because he was texting me, and then he was like, "Oh shit, we're on the road." I was like, "Oh fuck, they're gonna be late. I'm over here bullshitting." With
And the whole
this."
time I'm like, well, Dirt's there. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was like the worst time.
Yeah. And we were thinking like, oh, it's pretty much handled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we were
just
like
trying to rush, and Mana was trying to just drive fucking.
Yeah. Oh, she was mashing. She was doing like fucking 85, 90. Like we were mashing the fuck
on our
up.
way
and fucking yeah. But we were like, oh, we got FaZe, we got OTM, we got fucking Los is there. This is gonna be great. The three of them together are unstoppable. You know what I mean? Not that you guys are gonna perform. Not that you guys, but you guys are competent enough to like play off of each other and shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's just that thing in the middle that just fucked everything up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys could have done something. You know what I mean? Like
I think what it was
together if there wasn't that thing.
I felt that same with FaZe, because you know how he handled the hip hop festival. I'm like, oh, FaZe got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We put all that kind of like that trust in him.
Yeah. And the whole time we're hearing things like, oh, I got the blueprint, or I know how to do this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like,
so then do it.
yeah. So it's like, all right, cool. We're asking for a little bit of help. You know what I mean? So like, if we're hearing
they had a
this
lot
shit,
under his belt,
and then they go, well, it's not my show. I'm just here to help you.
Oh, yes.
FaZe attitude, bro.
And I was like, okay, so then why are you telling us all this stuff if you're not gonna help us? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like we're not
yeah.
asking for help. You asked to be a part of our thing.
Yeah.
And we said, and we had another baby. Turns out the baby's fucking kind of rude, unruly.
Yes. Yeah.
So we
should have made a lot of frequent trips to the fucking fire station. You know what I mean? Take it. But no, I don't
want it.
In our brain, it was just so like nobody was on the same page.
Yeah.
And the people that were there were just like,
we're being withholding all the information.
yeah, and they're just being like, well, I could help, but not
Like
my circus, not my monkeys.
They explained probably very vividly why they're late and how sorry they are. I did the same thing to Bobby, and then he'd be like, "Cool, this is what." But you would ask and be like, "Oh, they're coming."
Yeah.
'Cause
so
you didn't know why they were late.
Yeah.
Or why
No,
was late. You
I
just
had
heard
no
was
idea.
They're late. They're running.
Yeah.
And I know when you guys got there, I said something petty and bitchy too. I don't even remember what I said.
I don't
But
remember,
I don't
though.
remember either because we
Yeah.
probably either took it like, "Fuck yeah."
True.
Yeah.
I mean, we were late.
No, I think
You
you
know?
guys were literally just like, I had to do something.
Yeah.
And I
it
was like,
it was crazy emergency.
then I was like, now I feel like a fucking dick. I'm like, what? You guys
Yeah.
were doing something?
Yeah, we were in the hospital. No,
Yeah,
like, literally,
exactly.
like-
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And then all I got was they're on their way.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, 2 hours ago they were on their
were
way.
just I mean, it's perfect timing. Like, you know what I mean? It does take about an hour 45.
Yeah,
Our first,
yeah.
our
They're
first
out of
show.
town. Dirt's in a fucking abusive relationship. What the fuck? Like,
This is like the one time where the us three had personal shit.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is but it happened to be at the worst fucking time.
yeah.
That day,
You know what I mean? Like
So
we
that-
never really let our personal shit blend in.
yeah.
And it was
yeah.
the one time, and that was like nail in the coffin. You know what I mean?
it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started feeling like shit. Like, well, fuck, bro. Like I need to keep my shit tight from now on. You know what I mean? Just so it
Right,
doesn't
right.
affect the music. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, bro, I'm not gonna do anything personal. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember too that night, like the artists were coming in
Yeah.
and they just saw me, who was like never talkative as much.
Right.
probably their
And
first interaction with you fully.
yeah,
Personally.
and they had asked where you guys were at, but yeah, they're like, "You're here, but where's the fucking group?" dude?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "They're on their way." That's what I.
Because that's what
That's
you
what I was
Right.
told. And I
Yeah.
was like, I would constantly be like, OTN knows more than I do.
Right.
So like, you should go maybe ask him.
Yeah.
And I think they didn't like that because they would be like, okay, he doesn't actually fucking know anything. He's just
Right.
a camera guy.
gotta talk to the boss.
Yeah, and then you're
Yeah.
like, and it kind of like, and I'm sure like you couldn't like, I mean, it's fucking anxious as fuck. You know what I mean? Like you
Yes.
probably didn't say it the correct way or something. You know what I mean?
Probably, yeah.
So it kind of
It's going
felt
based on Bobby.
they probably thought it was like
OTM told you.
dismissive. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, definitely.
Just because like in the time when you're like, oh, I don't know, go try. You know what I mean? Like, which
and
would have
I
been
was
any of us.
on my phone constantly, like
Yeah.
refreshing to see your guys' Snapchat story,
Yeah.
to see your guys' like
yeah, that's
Facebook
how we
messages.
communicated.
I'm
yeah.
like, I literally don't know like anything, and I
They
felt
are
so
off the
bad.
grid.
and then everybody else is like, who's supposed to be there helping? They're just like,
Yeah.
He's kind of floundering over there.
And so like
Shitty.
I was like, we're still gonna start at this time, and they will be here at this time. So I can promise you that. Aeon got there, and then Aeon like could sense my anxiety. I think
He's
the shaman. That's what
he's the fucking shaman.
he's so great. And Aeon, I miss 50. I miss it so
Yeah.
much. Oh my gosh! But no, seriously, like
Please.
I
Fire
like,
ass song.
God
I was
damn it.
like, Aeon, I have to host this, and I've never done that. And I don't, there's like no vendors. So like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. And he was like, oh, I got you. We'll do it together. And I was like,
that's all you needed.
oh, Aeon, thank you so much. Because I don't know where my friends are. And I'm by myself. And these rappers are talking to me and they don't even like me.
Just dump on Aeon.
And I'm scared.
And Aeon's demeanor's like, don't even worry about it.
Don't-
bro. I got
yeah,
you. Like,
yeah,
he's like, hey,
yeah.
bro, you want to go climb this tree real quick? Like, dude. Oh, god damn.
We can host on this tree. You know?
Yeah. You think I could get on the roof from here?
And then you go, you know what, Aeon? You might be able to. You know what I mean? Like, he's such a good, like, soul. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, he's,
yeah, definitely.
fuck, he's the man.
Um,
Any situation, just, like, will take it. You know what I mean? And just morph it into something positive. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, he's like home base when you're playing tag. Or
And I'm
Yeah,
glad we're
literally.
saying this
Yeah.
about him because then first people go up. It's Coyote Keys.
Yeah.
And Coyote Keys performs, and then there's no audience really. I think it's like maybe like 6 people because everyone's watching. It's
The
literally
fight.
6 people, and it's like they're all sitting down.
Yeah. On their phones watching the stream of the
Yeah.
fight.
Of the
like,
And so, Coyote Keys performs, and then he gets off stage, and I think after that, was it Vinny?
Vinny.
Vinny performed, and after that, I went on stage to go like host, and I was like anxious, my voice was shaky,
Yeah.
because I was like, they still aren't here. I thought they would have been here by the end
Right.
of his set, and we're next.
Right.
So I was like, they were pissed off because they didn't even see you guys,
Right.
and it's the show.
Right.
And they're like, why the fuck am I going to stay for their set? They didn't stay for mine.
Right.
And it's that pettiness that's in like the Arizona hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And so I didn't say anything. I was like, shout out to Coyote Keys. Shout out to Vinny Mendez. They were really great. And my voice is shaking. And Aeon's like, yeah, shout out to Coyote Keys before he goes.
yeah, he said some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then Coyote Keys turns around. I don't know what he says, but he yells and he's pointing at me. And then he's like, says something about like, half your fucking group didn't even show up.
Yeah.
And then leaves. And I was like laughing. And I was like, what the fuck you say? I was like, huh?
What?
And I remember like, Aeon didn't even fucking say anything about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but for real, they're great. We're going to have AZMP up soon.
He's just the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
That's like water off a duck back. You know what I mean? Like,
I get off stage, and then I think FaZe was like, that did not go good. And I was like, what did they say? And basically like, fuck you and that we don't have to do a show. And I was like,
that's what I need to hear right now.
I felt like crying.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I left to
fuck.
perform.
Right?
And
Deadass.
eventually you guys did show up. And
I think I remember this. We got there was one more act that was
I
on.
think it was Elias.
I think there was one
Oh,
more
you're
act
right.
on
I think you're right,
before us, and they had a person who was under 21. So I got there,
Oh.
and that's max occupancy. I couldn't get in.
Oh, shit.
So I was there, and to make things like, because I was always the guy to like talk to everybody and be like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get there late as fuck, and I can't even get in until we fucking perform.
That's crazy.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on in there. The fucking bartender or the bouncer was being a dickhead. He was just like, you can't get in, brother. And I was like, bro, this is like, I'm a part of the show. You know what I mean? Like, we put this together. And he's like, sorry, bro, there's already somebody in there that's, underage. Can't let you in. I was like, you can't put an X on my arm or nothing. He's like, no, you'll just wash it off. And I was like, okay, dude, I guess I'll fucking stand here. And then one by one, you guys start coming out. And you guys are telling me all different stories, like Crash or
Oh, yeah. I
Courage
remember
the Cowardly
that.
Dog star.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Yeah.
Saint will come out. I'm like, what? And then fucking FaZe comes out and he's all. And then Dirt comes out. He's like, oh fuck. And then you come out and you're like, oh, and I'm like, what? I was like, and I'm looking at the bouncer the whole time. I'm like, do you see what the fuck's happening, dude? And then OTM comes out and he goes, yeah, it's a little rocky. And I'm like, bro, what
the fuck?
And so, like, I have no idea what's going on. I just get in, we do the show, and immediately the bouncer is like, as soon as our sets ends, the bouncer goes,
I remember that.
and I'm like, bro, like,
yeah.
I don't know you. Like, if we had beef, I understand, but like, why are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
But I remember going back when I turned 21, I was like, with my idea, like, fuck you, dude.
Oh my god.
Piece of shit. Yeah, now give it back.
Fucking Gambit, fucking.
True. He's like, you better let me in this goddamn venue before I start dealing. Like, my brother's in there underwater. I gotta go save him. I tell you what. God damn it, my brothers better not be my brothers after this.
Kind of like a name from there.
Oh my
Damn it, man,
god.
I want my brother down. Be like, no, he's not.
I got a life jacket over here, but I can't get to the water.
I got a life jacket on, but I can't swim. But boy, I'm gonna get my brothers.
God damn it, I'm gonna try to.
What's up,
Yeah.
Doc?
Fucking crazy, bro. Like,
Like,
that's
what's up,
that's what I remember of that night. And then, like, usually after a show, the consensus is that was a cool show. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Let's go do something. Let's go do a studio. You know, let's go chill.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going home.
Yep.
Everybody split. All right, I'm just gonna go home.
Nobody explained anything. That's why.
Yeah.
There's no communication whatsoever.
The communication
All
sucks.
this
None.
Just because nobody wanted to say, "Hey, we're fucking up."
Yeah.
It is our first time.
Yeah.
There is room for error, you know.
Yeah.
To be error is human, or whatever the fuck
Yeah. Yeah.
Yoladej is.
But
it was
yeah,
like, bro,
like,
nobody wanted to.
don't take it
explain.
fucking personal, bro. Like,
We didn't do it on purpose or in spite. Like, bro, shit happened. We may not be comfortable telling you what happened, but just know some shit's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'll tell y'all,
Yeah.
but however, dude, oh my.
You shouldn't need to share everything.
The communication
Yeah.
channel fucked everything up, man. Like,
majorly.
everything.
And like you
It
said
was just
earlier,
cited.
Now
It
I'm
was
getting
just-
hot. I'm getting
the
hot.
group chat was just cited. It wasn't just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because people had ego about shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Sure,
And it
for
was
sure.
like,
Don't have ego.
yeah,
Don't
do
have
not
ego.
have any ego.
you can have ego, but own that shit.
That
don't
big
shit.
don't be sneaky, bro. Be
Yeah.
a piece of
Yeah.
shit, but be a piece of shit. Like, I'll
For
be
real,
a piece of
for real.
shit, but I'll be like, yeah, I was wilding. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
It's fucking wild.
don't play both sides. Like,
So after that,
anyways.
that's like kind of when Jay officially replaced me, and then I had came by to do a music video, and then I was like, you know what? I've been really harsh towards Jay. I don't
Yeah.
like the human I'm becoming. I'm gonna actually talk to Jay,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck, Jay's fucking.
He's the
awesome.
fucking man. He's the fucking man. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's
and I
hard.
was like, fuck. We should just get rid of OTM. We shouldn't get rid of
Hate to
No,
say
group
it.
say
Hate to say it.
And then
names in the ass, see who goes.
Yeah, get Survivor style. Like, we got immunity. We beat the challenge. Yeah, but dude, like, he was the fucking man, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we didn't even like. With my first interaction with him, it wasn't even like on some music shit. It's like I knew he
Mhm.
did music,
yeah.
but we weren't like sharing links. We were just linking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Totally.
Just being friends. You know what I mean? And he's the man.
He's the
Yeah.
man.
The fucking man.
Like when we get together, it didn't feel like work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we stay locked in, we start writing.
It was that
And when he
old-
comes around, and he'd be like, "Oh, damn, this is fucking chill. This
It
is
was
the
that
boys."
feeling that
It was
we
that
had in the beginning.
in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah.
It really
It
was.
brought
Yeah.
that back, and that's why I just try to hold on to this. Try to Spider-Man hold this group together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was times when we all hung out with Jay and you were there, and it was
Yeah.
fucking great. I was like, holy shit, brothers.
Riffing like crazy. Yeah,
Brother, we're back.
I know.
Oh, brother, we're back.
And I unfortunately got to have 2 sessions with Jay
Yeah.
before Jay's passing.
Yeah.
And that kind of brought like our HP back for one last show, which turned into a
Like a
remembrance.
celebration of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Celebration of life, yeah. Because we tried our hand. So after that first show that we ran, we tried our hand at running another show.
good one.
And it was
Yeah, we
a good
actually
one,
did
and
it.
we planned
Yeah.
it out. We're like, you're gonna be there. You're gonna do, not you, but like, you know what I mean. Like we were delegating.
I'm not hosting.
Yeah, no, we got hosts.
Yes,
we got
yes.
hosts.
Everything. We had hosts.
We had hosts.
We had a
We had
doorman.
vendors. We had fucking alcohol. Whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
we had shit. We're like, you're gonna be the doorman. You're gonna do this. These people are performing at this time.
We did have a doorman.
We had it really good, and Jay was slated to have a slot on the
For
show
sure.
for his songs.
Yeah.
And then in between when we announced it to when the show was supposed to happen,
Yeah.
Jay had passed, and then we were like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? Are we gonna cancel the show, or because this is a lot? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this
Yeah.
is heavy. You know what I mean? This is some heavy shit.
Pomero.
Yeah, shout out Pomero, or maybe not. I don't know if there was any issues with that venue.
I don't think so.
know.
We ended up just
So then we were like, well, fuck it, bro. Like, we'll turn it into a celebration of life, and everybody who knew him pull up. We're gonna do like a release. We're gonna
Yes.
and all the money we made, because it was like $10 at the door,
Yeah.
and we had never charged for like anything
Ever.
Ever.
So we're like, no, hard $10,
Mm-hmm.
and then the money will go to the family.
The family. Yep.
And
that was a
we
very,
we did the show.
it was amazing.
It was fucking dope.
it was.
That showed if all the parts are working together in unison, because you were there, right?
I was. Yeah. Yeah.
So
We're
if
all
all
there.
the parts were there and everything works, we can do some cool shit.
Yeah.
Man, we did some cool shit.
And
that
we
night.
did some cool shit that night.
We got.
It was fun as fuck.
It was so
we still
dope.
talk about it to this
We were
day.
Yeah.
all just
Yeah.
walking on air.
Yeah,
We
for
were-
Yeah.
real. It was sad, but it was like, fuck,
It's
dude.
what
Like,
brought us together. And
Yeah.
what that meant.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
And
like
it
we
was
can.
that feeling that just.
It was just like raw, bro. Like
Yeah.
that was like gritty.
Yeah.
That was
everyone
grimy,
was just
bro.
stripped down of their ego.
Ego was gone.
everything. We was just our raw human beings.
Yeah, it
you
was
know?
just emotion.
We
We,
were
didn't
fucking-
even like. We didn't even like rap half of the time. You know what I mean? We were
Yeah.
just like letting
Yeah.
the song play. You know what I mean? And
And
then
everybody was still with it. Putting their hands up with those parts. And it
Yup.
was just like, bro, we fucking did that.
yeah, we did that.
Absolutely.
It got fucking.
Yeah, that was crazy,
so
man.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a heavy
Even
show,
the
but it
other
was a
shows-
good
it was
show.
fucking heavy though, man.
Even the other shows
Yeah.
at that place, you know, I think it was that place.
That place was good,
It
man.
was like, it was kind of like Scratch Shack vibes, you know.
Yeah.
The whole projector. 'Cause we got some good clips from that show, from other
Oh
shows.
yeah. And then the thing with that too is once we had announced that it was a celebration of life, so many people like helped out with it. You know what I mean?
I was
like
so thankful.
we got
Yeah.
a PA system.
everyone
came
Yeah.
together,
We
dude.
borrowed a projector from somebody. Like
Yeah, from Remix. Shout out to
Re-
Remix.
shout out to
man.
Remix. We got PA. We got the dude. Like that was like,
Projectors. I think we got projectors from Why Not.
yeah. Why not helped out and shit?
That's
Like,
when we're like,
Yeah.
it's when every artist
Yeah.
came together and was like, "Hey, man, we heard about
yeah.
this and that, and you know, we want to help out." And that's when
Yeah.
we brought it together.
We're like, holy fuck, dude. Like
Like you, like we did. Shit,
Yeah.
You know?
once again, I am asking for your help. You know what I mean? Like, and they did, which
Yeah.
was really fucking cool.
Yeah,
That was like
extremely thankful.
that was the first time I was just like, this scene is fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
bullshit aside, like,
community and everything like that.
and then it just fell off after that.
Yeah, I think that maybe grieving and still some stuff was not really resolved.
Yeah.
It had came back up over time,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
because everything was so tense and emotional already.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I remember I don't like you.
Yeah,
Type shit, yeah.
It's,
and-
hold on, I'll just wipe my tears, like catch my breath. It's still fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I hate you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and since
and that shit kind of fueled it too. It's like, you know what? I hate you even more.
yeah,
And I feel like, and it felt what was being said to us and to certain people was like, no, you're just using this.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? And
yeah,
it's like we're not.
exactly
Like
yeah.
this shit, it's sad, bro. Like we're here for you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like whatever you need to do, you need to take time off. Tell us. That's when we started being like, speak to us. Tell
Yeah.
us.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
Because whatever somebody, whoever's the leader, whatever, that's a kibosh. You know what I mean?
for
Like
sure,
I don't give a fuck what they say.
for sure.
And then, you know, we were told, nah, let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it
Yeah.
going, keep it going, keep it going. And that's when we were doing the 2 shows a night and like
It
fucking
was literally
every week.
Yeah.
Every week we had a
Yep.
show.
We didn't have any time to
No, it was literally like, let's keep working so we don't have to think about it.
And once
Yeah,
once
yeah.
that got tired, it was like we have to think about it.
Yeah.
We can't. That's what fucking stirred up everything even more.
Yeah.
Because even nobody had.
Because people were still on their bullshit.
Yep.
Like they couldn't get past that just to let homeboy
We didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
let it out. You know.
Yeah.
Look what we did. Look how
Yeah.
successful it was.
Yeah. Look how much more we can continue to do.
Why are you just trying to keep it going?
Yeah.
You never gave anything.
Yeah, it couldn't gone whole like another way. Like couldn't gone bigger. You know what I mean?
We
That
could have
is-
took a hiatus.
Yeah.
yeah.
We could have. Yeah,
We
I was
coulda
down.
Dude, we could have took a hiatus for at least maybe a year or something, and then finally come back together after we all get through it
Yeah.
together. But nah,
It was never.
All they needed was
we
communication,
needed to
maybe a
heal
whole
together.
360,
We needed
and
to heal
then
together.
that could have, you know,
Yeah, we just take a step back, but we were like, nah, foot on the gas.
yeah,
We're all fucking sad and getting drunk and getting all fucked up and like
yeah,
whatever
to the point
to
where
push it down. You know?
yeah,
what I
it
mean?
was just everybody went MIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know during like that time I like just stopped with the
Yeah,
shows.
you were. Yeah, you
I
were.
was like, guys, I don't even want to like
and
go.
and then after that, it
Too sad
no,
to
it was
show
tough.
up.
Yeah,
after that it became like, well, Saint can't make it, so it's just gonna be me, OTM, and Dirt. Oh, Dirt can't make it. It's just gonna be me, OTM, and HP. Oh, this person can't make it. So then it just like started like breaking down even more,
Yeah.
and the performances were
yeah.
like ass. Everything sucked. Like it was all bad. And then after a while, everybody just started like slinking back.
Yeah, I do remember like once we had like a really long group chat
Yeah.
talk that when HP left officially,
Yeah.
I think I really remember like that same week I told you guys like
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do my own thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
First it was HP, and then we were all upset about that. And then I was at work when we were having that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
I was like in the back, like
I think I was too.
I was just reading the text, trying to figure out how to respond, and then I'd be like, I need 4 burgers. I'm sad.
And it's your fault.
Said, no bagels. But yeah, after all that,
It's not halal. In mashallah. But yeah, no, like at that point too, we're like, okay, this is the real story.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is what's going on.
This is what the fuck's going on.
Finally, it's been out there and said.
And then I was like, fuck. I
When
was
everything
like,
crumbled. It's
yeah,
just like
I was
everything's
like,
out.
Okay, that's done.
I was like, makes sense.
And then thus was the end of Arizona
Money
Money
Production.
A name we
End
thought
of an
when
era.
we were
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. And it was
Yeah.
bad because, dude, it was fucked up even after that. Like after you left,
Yeah.
OTM would hit us up on the side and be like, yo, we're still AZMP, right? And I'm like,
Oh, that's
Nah.
hard.
I don't think so.
I'm
That's
like,
rough.
I'm like, nah. And then he would make a group chat without me and then put them in it. And then he'd be like, yo, we're still AZMP, right? And then he would he'd make another chat without saying and be like, yo, we're still AZMP. And I'm like,
I
I'm
think that's what he was-
fucking, I'm sad. Like, I don't want to
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
run around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when like he hit me up, or I
Yeah.
think I don't know if it was because of our partners.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you were like.
They're like still cool, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then that's when he hit me up and like, he's like, okay, we're chilling together, and then we start chilling more and
Yeah.
more and more.
And now Dirt's sad.
and then he did get
I
sad.
was out the group chat. And then it was funny because I just thought of this. I was like, you and OTM were literally the last people.
The last.
Literally
Yeah.
the
It
last.
It was the
one.
last
Even
of
I
us.
was gone.
I'll tell you what, though. You guys were making some cool stuff.
You guys, that's why, hence the sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
guys
guys
were
made a
doing
music
this.
video too.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
we
like-
did. We dropped that tape, and then
you
we
brought
did the music
DJ
video.
back to fucking do the video. I was like, what the fuck? Are we back? Like, this is crazy.
We did, and I think it's just I had that little hope in my heart. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Totally.
We have the same thing of like just trying to hold on to that like golden era. You know what I mean? In any
Yes,
form.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if we
yeah.
do this, hopefully this kind of like other, you guys would like see it as, maybe it could be a new start,
Right.
new fresh, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
New slate.
If the
Yeah.
communication was there,
There was no communication
Yeah, but see,
whatsoever.
that's the thing.
We took it as,
I didn't think there was no communication
We
between
took
me and
it
him,
as-
and we did a project together.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yes,
see,
yes.
that's the
Yeah.
You were told something different, but in our eyes, it was like this is them. Now?
Yeah,
This
okay,
are
cool.
We're done.
Oh,
Are we
yeah.
done now?
yeah.
I didn't get no goddamn text that we were filming anything. Oh, you guys are filming shit? Oh, okay.
What, you think you're fucking better than me? Like,
Now Dirt's
I can wrap
mad.
circles around you, motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Now Dirt's mad.
Yeah. And then,
That was it. We were just like,
but it was cool. That was a cool era.
you
And then,
guys fucking, I'm not going to lie. I was so mad, but I was like, fucking shit bangs.
It did.
I
It
was
did.
like, I'm so
bang.
mad
Yeah.
because it's still good.
and then at the
Yeah.
at the CD show that we were talking about on the last one,
Yeah.
most of the set was the steak and
That's
scrimp.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Most of it
Yeah.
was steak and scrimp.
Uh huh.
And I think we had like 1 or 2 songs from the old set each,
Mhm.
and most of it was steak and scrimp.
We took our last song. We played each other's last song.
Yeah.
You guys did your stuff, and I was like, this is the last thing Dirt did. This is the last thing Angel did. So they're gonna do that, and then we're gonna, you know,
Yeah.
It was Steak and Shrimp, my song, Steak and Shrimp, Angel song, and then some
4
more-
steak and scrimps.
Yeah.
And then, it
We
was
just,
like,
they just let it be. Like we're just like,
then-
okay, well, fuck it, let's go.
and then we're just on stage and we're like, something's off. We're like,
It was one of those like,
Even the people were looking at it like, wait, like fucking like
are they a
so
group
confused?
or
Like,
are they like were they backup dancers? Like,
yeah.
it's like, I never heard this one.
yeah, we're like,
So another one was just
Yeah,
them two?
I remember like also the stage was weird. It had like
Yeah.
the back area,
yeah,
and I remember I was like, you guys were like, let's just wrap up here, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay here.
yeah.
I
was
remember
like-
that. I remember that.
I was like,
Word.
I do not even want to like look at when I grab the mic
Yeah.
or OTM, and
I
I
wanna
just
touch the mic.
yeah. So I was
I
like,
Don't look at me.
Don't give me his
grabbed
mic.
it, wrapped
Get
my
your fucking
verse,
hands off of me.
left, and then like that was the last time we had done
A show.
a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we said
Uh-huh.
the last one, that was our final performance.
And then like a year later, so that was
Yeah.
the end of AZMP.
I think
On the next episode of the No Outlet podcast, guns,
start toting poles and the fucking guns came out. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, like a video
Yeah.
committed a
Yeah.
video games,
music. We got video games. We got fucking.
We got secret
right.
VR. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
It's the future.
yeah, I heard about that on TV once.
haste,
Cole's had the lady and a Trump in it. Like, just hurry up.
Yeah.
Say goodbye. Hurry up.
and getting back with your ex.
Like hiding like the girl you went back with. And you didn't tell your boys.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yet. You
yeah.
went back,
So-
didn't you?
Back together?
You guys are
Or?
back
Yeah.
together, aren't you?
Find out more on the next episode of the No Outlet podcast.